So in this video, I'm going to show you how to float your yarns up the side of your work if you're working with multiple colours. First of all, if you're working with just single row stripes, you need to make sure you use an odd number of colours, for example 3, 5 or 7, because otherwise the colour that you need won't be at the end of your row, it'll be at the start of your row and it won't work. But because I'm using double row stripes, so I've got 2 rows of pink, 2 rows of cream, it works absolutely fine. So as you can see, I joined in my cream yarn there, worked 2 rows, let my cream hang down, floated up my pink, worked 2 rows. Now I'm just about to finish my last row of pink, so I'm just going to work that last stitch. So I'm going to go into the top of the previous stitch, work my last treble, but before I work the last yarn over, I'm going to float up the cream yarn up the side, making sure it's not too tight. So making sure that there's plenty of slack, and just work the last yarn over in the colour that you have just floated. Okay, so I'm going to let the pink hang down the side, but I also need to turn my work. So I'm going to turn it this way and bring the pink ball under and away to that side so that it's not in the way. Obviously I'm only using 2 colours, so I've only got 2 balls attached to my work, but it can get quite tricky if you've got like 7 different balls attached, but it is doable and it avoids weaving in all those ends. So now I'm just going to work my first stitch, which is a stacked double crochet using the cream, and then just continue my row using the cream yarn. So I'm at the end of my first row of cream, and there will be no yarns floated up this side of the work. It will all happen at the other end. So I'm going to turn and work another row back to where I started from. Okay, so I've reached the end of my cream row and I've just got the last stitch remaining. So the last yarn over needs to be worked in the pink, and because the pink is at the back of my work, I'm going to float it up the back. It doesn't really matter whether you float it up on top or underneath of the working yarn, because all those ends are going to be hidden anyway. So because the pink is naturally at the back, I'm just going to float it up and yarn over like that. And I'm going to turn my work and go straight into my stacked double crochet as my first stitch, and then just continue my row. So you'll see that your floats will look like that at the side, but you will be hopefully working over those either with slip stitches or double crochet to hide those anyway.